comes to the topic of reparenting ourselves, it can be so heavy from however childhood experiences has been like, the level of trauma and how much you have had to overcome and how much resilience you've been able to build from the childhood trauma, neglect, abuse. In the absence of physical abuse, there are different levels of abuse that can happen in children's lives, in our lives, that can leave you not completely ready for the world, not have had skills that would need to kind of buffer you. So as you navigate life as you adult, you have those knowledge. You're not just book smart, but you're also street smart because you've been taught. In this video, this woman, I can so much relate to how she was crying compared to the initial video that she stitched, where she was talking about how, the gratitude of having that type level of support from her parent. And the lady who I'm talking about, who is also from Africa like me, and you can relate, doesn't have to be from my background. As a collective, generally, if you had parents who really did not know how to navigate themselves, or immature, neglectful, absent, they don't have to beat you up with a belt or whatever for you to have had trauma. And the topic of feeling traumatized can also be so different and vastly experienced by siblings in different ways. You can have one sibling who maybe in the birth order might not have experienced your parents the way you experience, especially if the first child or second child, or if you're first child and maybe your parent don't on you or loved on you, and you're second or third or middle child and it wasn't like that. It can also leave you feeling crippled, or all of a sudden your parents also have at that point where you were born, where you really needed that hands-on skill building, nurturing from your mom and your dad's guidance and helping you know and build skills and talk to you. It's just like, okay, you have a roof over your head, you have food. The rest is like, you're in survival mode, you're fearful, you don't even know what you don't know, you just know they're paying your school fees from where it come from, like you have to pay school fees and blah, blah, blah. Sometimes that's not even paid and you get thrown out of school, come home, stay home for a few days, go back because you don't have it like that. And nobody's talking to you. You move and move and move. You grew up in childhood where you're constantly moving, but nobody's talking to you. There's transitionings that are happening. Let's say all of a sudden a new parent moves in, a step parent moves in, a new girlfriend, a new boyfriend moves in, or you move across the country to a different state, a different country, a different continent, and nobody's talking to you, or you've been essayed and nobody kind of acknowledged that you did that, or you're trying to get some type of a career, your parent don't approve of. From where I come from, many parents want you to be a lawyer, a doctor, a professor. I mean, it's a teacher. It has to be a professor. Like they have this huge expectation. And for me, like I had to leave home. I left home very young because I was like, I couldn't take the level of abandonment that was going on. And I know my parents did the best they can based on what they had, resources they had available, or skill that they had. But boy, follow me for more and I'll keep dropping nuggets on my life story and what led to me leaving and coming here to start life and to start to reparent myself once I got into the therapeutic space. From where I come from, therapy is not even a thing. Nobody even talks about anxiety, depression. If you're depressed, nobody talks about grief. Like, you're grieving. Do you even know you're grieving? Now when I look at my mom being angry all the time, beating up on us, like, she was in fight or flight mode. She has 6 kids to raise. My abusive to the emptiest level. Okay, I talk to my dad now, and I'm like, talked so many years since being here, and me being an adult. I'm like, you dab, like for real. But I don't dwell on it. Modified no contact, all types of layers to continue to heal myself and kind of approve the type of career that I chose to get into, and this space of being in mental health, even back where I come from, like, like you're gonna get crazy, like your crazy patient. Like, patients are just like me. I love my patients. I love my clients. I don't even call them patients. You see what I mean? So reparenting yourself is so crucial. Love you so much. Bye.